Loved ones in the community are paying tribute to three young children and their mother who died at the hands of their father and estranged husband in Brisbane yesterday. Anna Rawlings joins us live from Camp Hill. Anna, how are friends remembering Hannah Baxter?
Well, firstly, Glee, so I just want to point out how the community is remembering this family. There's some tributes just behind me, behind my shoulder, and people are continuing to just pour onto this street. They've got flowers, they've got teddy bears, and they're just coming up to pay their respects and just stand and just remember and reflect on what's happened. There are also chaplains here for anyone who really is grappling to comprehend the situation. But today, a friend of Hannah Baxter took to social media to describe the 31-year-old mother as a beautiful soul. She said that all she ever wanted was happiness. Her children were her life and they were a representation of her. Now, Hannah Baxter died yesterday along with her children, Trey, Laianah and Aaliyah. They were killed when their SUV was poured, petrol was poured over it and set alight by their estranged husband and father. He took his own life on the footpath shortly after. Now, Hannah initially survived the incident. She was taken to the Royal Brisbane and Women's Hospital, but people say where she did sadly pass away from her injuries, which have been described as horrific.
A lovely lady that was hosing Hannah down with the terrible wounds that she had. They were horrific, and you know, providing care and compassion to these people at the time of need.
Now, the couple were recently involved in a custody battle. At the centre of it were those three children. And the loss of them and Hannah Baxter has understandably sparked so much grief and anger in the community, not just here in Brisbane, but across the nation. And we did hear from the Prime Minister earlier today.
Australians all over the country are just shocked, saddened and devastated about what has happened in a suburban street just like this, up in suburban Queensland, where Hannah and her three children so senselessly and maddeningly murdered in what has occurred in a terrible act of violence. And it just grieves our hearts terribly today. And our thoughts go out to those who are close to the family, those who are just unable to come to terms with this terrible horror.
Now, police used a media call today to condemn domestic violence as a scourge on society. The lead detective, though, raising some eyebrows as he mentioned or questioned that there could have been a couple of reasons as to why the father has carried out these killings. To any extent, though, the police are asking for public help to fill in the blanks. And if anyone wants to donate, a friend of the family has set up a fundraising page that's already raised tens of thousands of dollars to help go towards funeral costs.